chat is showing. I think if the next person says something and it gets stuck, it might be because chat has reached the top. Oh, no. I think... Actually, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say a damn thing because I'm gonna jinx it, so I'm gonna shut up. Right. Welcome back to this absolute disaster zone of an art stream. I really appreciate that everyone hung around and are waiting for me. I was just like doing so much googling, avoiding so many like weird Reddit threads and stuff. But apparently it's a non-issue and people are just randomly getting blue arrows. It's something to do with like tabbing out of a browser window or something, and it confuses it and it thinks that you want to slow down chat or something. Anyway, it's above my head, right? Let's get back to doing some actual artwork. Sorry, everyone. Okay. What was I doing? It's telling me that I need to have a 5-minute break? No, I will not have a 5-minute break. My Pomodoro technique thing is telling me 5 minutes and I say no. I'm gonna get on with this. Right. Let's erase this part. These kind of things always happen to me. It's like I can watch so many streams. Everyone else's streams perfectly fine. Nothing ever goes wrong. I'm cursed. Someone say something in chat. I've noticed that it's been on Rob's yay for a while now. I get the feeling. Still stuck. Oh no! Yay! Thank you. Okay, cool. Just checking. It's funny, after all that drama, my hand is now shaking so much it's like really difficult to draw. Pathetic. I'll try my best. It's all we can ever do. We can only try our best. Once again, for the sake of prosperity, it's Rob's birthday today. Happy birthday, Rob. I'll probably just like edit the other stream into this one or something. There again, actually, I don't edit these streams. I leave these as the full streams on YouTube, so yeah. This entire week has just been like fully cursed for me with technology. I was up till 4 o'clock last night, trying to fix stuff that my Windows update has broken. I just keep finding like more and more things. I had this problem a couple of days ago where I was trying to figure out why my headphones weren't working after the stream that I done for my patrons, and next thing it starts blasting music at me, but I couldn't figure out where because my speakers were off, and it was using my microphone on my webcam that I don't have set to be a microphone or speakers, and it was just blasting music out of my webcam microphone, and I was like, I didn't even know it was something it could do, but yeah. And it took me a while to fix that as well. It's just messed up all my settings. That's okay, Cherry. I hope you had a nice day. Constantly erasing these. Kind of looks like I won't say it. Anyway, is that better? Yeah, that's better. Let's keep this stream PG-13. I was actually going to say that I might get this finished today, but that was before everything happened. That was before disaster struck. See, I always have kind of weird birthdays because I always stay up really late at night and I work until like 3 in the morning or whatever. I always feel sort of like birthday time is 1 minute after midnight for the rest of the day. Most people go to bed and celebrate the birthday, but I start celebrating it like technically the day before. Some sushi was enjoyed. I want sushi now. I've actually not... I forgot to eat today, that's really bad. Like, I didn't have my dinner. I probably should have. I was so preoccupied trying to make cool layouts for the show. I got another stream overlay thing on Etsy last night because I want to have like a YouTube version and a Patreon version, so I can differentiate between the two types of streams. Otherwise I'll forget if I'm doing a private stream or a public YouTube stream. Alright, let's fix this here. Wow, this colouring looks really rough today. For some reason, when I was doing this stream last time, it seemed to be really nice. There again, it was pretty late when I was drawing this last time. Actually, on next break, I want to show you the new layout that I've been putting together. I think that I can actually like switch to it. I know I'm like tempting fate here, like what else can possibly go wrong? But I want to try it live to see if it actually works. So I will do that in a minute. Yeah, I also spent a lot of time yesterday fixing all my Stream Deck buttons, and now I have one button that I press and it opens every single thing that I need for my streaming. All my music tracks, all my programs, web pages that I need to update in the 10 minutes before I go live, stuff like that. Before, I just got my Stream Deck, and I don't know if you have one, but you suddenly get this urge to make buttons for everything, and I just sort of overcomplicated it, and I was trying to make pages and pages and pages. I mean, I've got like a Streamdeck Neo, which is a 8-button Stream Deck, not one of the big massive like 32 button grid ones or something. This one's an 8 grid, and I ended up making so many menus and so many pages when I first got it, I forgot where half of the stuff was. So I was like, no. I learned what multi-actions are, and now I've just combined a lot of things all in one, so it opens everything without me having to manually open it one by one. Kind of saves me about half an hour before I start. Damn it, Reala, why is this looking wrong? Okay. I like how the cursed stream is actually a Reala artwork stream. Hey man! Rob's got a 32k Stream Deck, and I am super jealous. I'm actually super jealous because the regular Stream Decks, like the big ones, they run off a USB 2.0 cable? Was it USB-C? No, USB, you know, the normal one that's on everything, the one that's like you have to turn around, that one. It runs on one of those, but the Stream Deck Neo has one of those tiny little heads on it, and I only have one of those ports on my PC, so I can't actually use my Stream Deck across the other side of my monitor, which is kind of irritating. I think maybe in the future I'll get a bigger Stream Deck, but I quite like having different pages on my little one. I keep thinking that I've not coloured these parts in yellow, but his official design doesn't have any yellow. Like, I will show you. I always used to draw Reala like this for some reason. I have no idea why I used to colour him in like that, and like, we've all got our own ways of drawing stuff, but I always used to draw him like that, and it's not like that. That is wrong. I'm trying to stick to his sort of like canon design this time. Right, did I fix that? Okay, I fixed this. I fixed his head, and I fixed a number of stripes on him. Yeah, USB-C. Try and say that when you're drunk. USB-C. I keep thinking it's USB-C. There's so many different versions of USB things now. It used to just be one of them, and that was fine. And I only recently learned that there's about 7 different colours of USB ports that all mean different things. Like, you could get orange ones and teal coloured ones. I've seen a white one, a blue one, and a black one, but there's like a ton of other colours. I kind of wish that my PC had orange ones, to be honest, because then it would like go with the rest of the PC. Yeah. Righty, I am going to put a base color down. See, I should probably draw the entire picture first and do the flats, but I always like concentrating on the bits that I actually really enjoy doing. So I'll colour him in first properly, and then I'll do the background. Yes, all the colours of the rainbow. How are you, Amadeus? Ooh, he's gone a bit spooky. That was actually an accident. Oh, I guess that could work. Got to go tidy up all these edges now. Is that? It's this layer. Yeah, Reala and Sandopoulos. That's nice. I'm glad you had a nice day. Save. Always save. Alright. Despite the fact this may kill the chat, I'm sorry if it does. I just really want to try something out. Let's see if this works. This is experimental, and I'll switch back afterwards. Let's see. I just realised the reason it doesn't have any audio is because I haven't added any audio to it. Well, at least you got to see it. I was basically just saying that that one is gonna be for my new YouTube stuff. That's what I was working on today, actually. I was just putting all the stuff together. So this one, the blue layout, is going to be for my patrons. That's the super chill streams, and the crazy holographic one's going to be for my weekend streams. Hey Sunny, hello. It's so nice to see so many people here. It says, wow, it says there are currently 14 people in chat. So hello to all of you, and if any of you have just turned up, just know that you have missed nothing but technical problems, so you've come in at a good time, and if you want to see any of the disasters, I'm sure that is probably on my playlist, what happened earlier. Just having a bit of a break. I'm supposed to be doing my hand exercises again, and I never do. Hey there! Sorry, I didn't see you there. Hello! Nice to see the Engel fam. Yeah, the Engelbaums. Yeah, Reala has absolutely jinxed this stream. It's like, April 1st is over, but the spirit lives on. It's just giving me grief. I was actually working on folio marquee scroller, you know, what was it called? that's my brain literally like the spinning loading wheel right now. Yeah, I'm trying to make like a folio marquee and fan art marquee so that it shows fan art from people, and it's got my folio as well. That's what I was doing earlier today, and it's looking really, really cool. But I want to make sure that I glaze everyone's artwork before I put it on my stream, because I don't want anyone's nice fan art to get scraped by AI training stuff, so I will protect your art as best as I can. And as for Reala, he's not glazed, but he kind of deserves it, to be honest, so whatever. If YouTube wants to steal my Reala picture, let him. Right, I'm gonna go back to art mode again. I also added sound effects. I don't know if they actually show up in the stream or not, but it now kind of sounds a bit like NiGHTS has flown into like a jet engine or something. It just sounds like either Sonic's lost his rings or NiGHTS is doing something sparkly. Okay, you can hear the jingle, that's good. I went through so many sound effect websites last night, 4 in the morning, listening to jingles. The more that I do this over time, I will just add more and more things to the stream. I want to make little like animated characters and stuff as well, just for fun. You thought you heard a little something. It's better that than my stomach rumbling because I'm starving. Oh, I can't believe I forgot to eat today. That's so stupid. Yeah. Pendula is absolutely down with the tech bros. Like, I'm genuinely gonna make that a thing in Engelbaum. I feel like one of the NiGHTS board members in Engelbaum, my comic, I feel like one of them should be like the boss of AI stuff. I think I'm gonna shift around some of their jobs. Because every one of the baddies in my comic, they'll have like a specific job to demoralize dreamers and make them give up on being creative and their dreams and stuff. And that's definitely gonna be one of them. Yeah, you're trying to wife Hexa. I really need to draw all the baddies in my comic. Oh no, I'm on the wrong layer. No! Me talking about wife and people, getting distracted, drawing on the wrong layer. That was a very imaginary moment there. Hang on a second, I just realised something. It's back to normal mode. It would be a hell of a lot easier to see what I'm colouring. Right. Have I got rid of... No, I've not. you kind of have to go around and tidy up all the background bits before you can start shading it properly, otherwise you'll find all your mistakes later on. I'm trying to avoid that. I just remembered the word. It wasn't a marquee, it was a slideshow. That only took me about 15 minutes to remember what the hell I was actually trying to say. Yeah, slideshow. I was making a fan art and folio slideshow. And it was looking absolutely badass. It's just, the comic gets so much nice fan art that I am so goddamn blessed to know so many creative people, and the artwork that I've had over the years from people, the gift art, is so nice, and I just want to show it off more because I mean I feel a bit weird about posting it on social media because I don't want my posts of it to get the attention that should have come from the actual artist. So if I show it on my my YouTube streams at like the loading screens and stuff, it'd be nice to be able to show off how lovely everyone is. So I have like a fan art gallery on my website, but I want to make it more like front and center so more people see it. Everyone's fan art of my comic is actually better than my art of the actual comic itself. So it keeps me inspired. I actually spend so much time just like looking at everyone's fan art and just listening to music. I think it's like nearly 400 or something, 400 or maybe over, I'm not sure, I can't remember. 400 pieces of fan art. That's just recent stuff, that's not like all the way back to the NiGHTS fandom version of things. Like, back in the day, I got so much fan art of UV_NiGHTS, my fan recolor emo goth super powerful version of NiGHTS before they rebelled. I got so much fan art of UV_NiGHTS that people started getting confused if it was canon or not, and I had to just like dial it in a bit, dial it back, because a lot of new people were finding NiGHTS into Dreams and thinking that UV_NiGHTS was an actual official character. So I actually lost count of the amount of fan art that UV_NiGHTS got. I went on to DeviantArt once, and this young kid had made like an entire fanfiction epic with UV_NiGHTS in it, and I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. But at the same time I felt kind of bad because it's like, oh, sorry. I feel like I kind of got away with a lot because UV_NiGHTS wasn't really a fan character, it was like a fan version of an existing character. So back in the day when I used to draw Sonic fan comics when I was a kid, I did, before Shadow, make a black and red hedgehog. I think we all made a like emo edgelord version of a main character at least once in our lives. feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Oh. Apologies if I do. It will probably take out the entire room. And the microphone. Alright. Okay, is this tidy now? Have I got all the bits? I think I've got all the bits. I'm gonna say yes. Right. Okay. What I'm gonna do now is I'll put that back to multiply. And masking the layers, so when you color it automatically stays in the lines. What you mean, like, hang on 1 second. Not that. So, oh yeah, that tutorial years ago, I don't even think that exists, the one that I've done anymore. So yeah, you've got your two layers. You've got your background layer, which isn't actually even a layer in Clip. For some reason it's just somewhere there. So let's say that the background is blue. Blue background. And you want to draw a character, so you draw your character on the transparent top layer. Like, woo-hoo-hoo. This is me, stressed, right? And so you want to know how to make the lines themselves a certain color, or how to draw behind them. So when you want to color underneath them, you just make a line in between the ink layer and the background layer. So this layer would be like the flats. And because it's behind it, you go la, 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 la. And if you want to make the inks themselves a different color, all you have to do is see this little thing up here. Well, you can't really see it, but it's the one beside the lock. The lock completely locks your layer so you can't move it at all. But the one beside it with the transparency behind it, it's like a lock and a transparency icon thing. And basically when you click that, it will only let you color what's on that layer. So you can do this and it will make like anything that you touch on that layer this. So you literally just want to lock your inks layer with the little transparency thing behind it, and then you can change your stuff. I mean, that's when I'm drawing Imagine in the comic, sometimes you'll notice that I don't ink her hair with black lines. I ink the edges of her hair with like brown or beige or whatever to make her hair look softer. And it's basically just locking a layer. Do not save. Ooh-ha. Flashbang. Right. Alright, yeah. If you want to know in Clip how to not have to erase your edges, just use the paint bucket tool. The paint bucket tool in Clip will not go over the edges normally. Yeah, that old tutorial for colouring I actually done in Photoshop, and that was a lot harder to colour with. Clip Studio was super easy to colour with, thankfully. Right. Okay, so I've got this grey version of Reala here, so this is just like a flat layer that I duplicated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock that layer, so anything on that layer now I can do this with. Then I'll put this layer back on. So now I can add like lighting effects. Alright, in this image I want the light to be coming from underneath. So who's your favourite Nightmare and boss? If I have to choose between Reala and Jackal, Reala. Jackal is... yeah, Puffy is... like, Puffy doesn't get enough respect. Puffy's a cool boss. Who's your favourite boss in Journey of Dreams? You're not allowed to pick Wiseman and you're not allowed to pick Reala. Yeah, Bella's got like the best song. I love that song. See you, Rob! Thanks for coming here on your birthday, of all things. And I hope you have nice birthday related dreams that don't involve chat breaking and stuff. Have a nice time. Get some sleep, unlike me. I'm running on like 2 hours sleep today. Yeah, Queen Bella is so cool. I really like her design as well, and it's like a pretty fun boss fight too. Well, Komori, I'm not going to shame you for not having played Journey of Dreams because it's very difficult to get a hold of these days, annoyingly. Oh, be right back. I feel like I'm about to have a huge sneezing fit. Sorry about that. I didn't want to deafen everyone. No, you don't understand, I own it. Ah, okay. So why haven't you played it yet? Come on. I really like Cerberus and Cerberus's fight. I like the arena. It always made me think of my fanfiction stuff with Green's arena. And the music's pretty cool as well. Bomamba was a really difficult boss fight purely because it feels like a lot of it was down to luck as well, because you can't control the cats perfectly when they roll around. So when you were trying to get like a high score on Bomamba, it was just really difficult. I like the concept though, but Bomamba was hard. What was it the NiGHTS fandom used to call Dumbledore back when he was first announced? I think it was like Fuckle, P-H-U-C-K-L-E instead of Jackal. Fuckle. Yeah. So yeah, he was very like puffy, so it's like, are they the same archetype taking on a different form for different dreamers, or are they another Nightmare? Are there more puffy shaped Nightmare? Yeah, Puffy's evil brother. Yeah, same. It's like you can absolutely like kick so many of the boss's asses any other time, but the second the game knows that you have like a really good new high score, everything will just go evil mode and absolutely kick your ass. Yeah, everyone wanted Jackal. I actually can't really remember everything about Journey of Dreams anymore, unfortunately, because I've not played it in such a long time, because that involves me like moving an entire television around and stuff. I'm going to not take that break because I'm wanting to draw. Right, I'm not going to use this as my actual lighting. It's like my lighting guide at best. Alright, I'm gonna make a new lighting layer and I'm gonna color it yellow so I remember that it's my lighting. I'm gonna set it to add glow. Let's do some light. Actually, I should be doing my shading before I do my lighting, but I just wanna... Just let me make things shiny. I like this song. Yeah, huge thanks again to Opus Science Collective, who lets me use his amazing music for my streams. You can check out his Bandcamp, and all of his music is available to buy. And the links in the description below. Yeah, what I do now is I put down hard lighting and then I sort of blur it with what is this? The blur tool. Yeah, the first time you ever get a 2.0 on Gullwing's Tale, it's the greatest. I remember it was like just a rumor for years. People didn't actually believe it was something you could do. And I remember when I was working on the port at Sega, one of the achievements was get a 2.0 on Gullwing to powerloop his tail. And people on the team were like, what, can you actually do that? And at that point I'd had enough practice and I was just like, yeah. It's one of those like rare moments where I actually felt kind of badass. It's like, watch the master, see how it's done. But again, when you've got a high score, you're not powerlooping shit. Just reminded me actually, NiGHTS is one of the only Steam games on my PC right now that are still loading since the horror of my Windows update. About like 80% of my games won't open anymore. NiGHTS still works and Stardew Valley still works, but anything that involves like really crazy graphics just shuts itself down, and I still have to get that fixed before I can do any sort of gaming streams, unfortunately. I don't know how to. I'll figure it out. You were in a library. Yeah, as soon as I go into that boss fight, I always just have my thumb pressing in the direction you need to go straight away, like, don't even pause. I'm probably gonna go over all the lighting with like a soft brush as well, I think. I actually realized earlier that this artwork that I'm doing just now kind of looks like a digital version of pen and paint artwork that I done back in 2011 or something. I remember, oops, wrong brush. I done it as gift art for, I think it was Yuji Naka. Huion's the original of it, but this looks like an updated, better version. Sorry, I just realised that I am using the wrong brush because I didn't change it from... Okay, I think it's working now. Yeah, you remember the posters. They're really funny now because Reala looks like so wiry in it. I was looking at it yesterday. I have this new brush actually, where is it? This one. I downloaded it and I've never used it really. It does that, what is it called? The lighting effect where on an edge it makes a highlight of a different colour. I don't know if you can see that. See how it's got like a red sort of line? I can never remember the term. I should probably be using that for this actually. I wonder if I can use it with any colour. Something I am notoriously bad at is drawing muscles. Let's just pretend I know what I'm doing. his expression actually changed quite a lot. Because I'm so used to drawing the Marin with eyebrows, and they don't have eyebrows. So that one line there was just some like crazy accident that actually worked in my favor. He originally had like a sort of pouty face. I don't know if I still got it under here. Where's where? Oh, I erased it. Oh well. I'm gonna do that thing where I'm working on one part of the image and then I just decide, actually, you know what? I want to do shading now. I don't ever really do one thing and then go to the next thing. I sort of just jump around and do whatever's interesting just to keep me actually working. Right, I want it to have, like, what is going on with his head? Sorry, I just realized something. His shading has gone weird up here. What's that? Why is it doing that? Nope. I've found the offending item. What is this and why is it like this? I must have erased it. Oh, I didn't redraw it. Now this is gonna be weird because this is a gradient. Ah. I'll just blend it. Hopefully no one will notice it. You're all gonna notice it. No, actually, that you can't see that. Okay, alright. Then I put this layer back on. Okay, cool. It's not that bad. Yeah, Reala's mouth shape has always been like a cross between the crow and kind of birdie, sort of like weird curly curly smile. What's really difficult with Reala is when you try to draw him grinning, because he's got like a sort of downward pointing mouth. When you try to draw him grinning, he looks really freaky. Which I guess works. I mean... Right. Now I'm going back to the shading. Which is this color. I'm sure I'm probably going to change the color a million times. So it's going to be like around here somewhere. And this way. I should just leave it like that. Something I've always really enjoyed doing, if you can't tell, is I always like doing all the fabric. I've always thought it's fabric on Knights and Reala's hats, Jackals as well. It's just when it comes to like shading, you can do really interesting things with like the reflections of the fabric and stuff. It's just really satisfying to do all the little chunks. It's like, even if you go back to like my really old Nights into Dreams fan art, I always used to go like sickos mode with the shading on the hats. It comes up like really dark on stream, but my graphics tablet, the colours are completely different. Like, my Huion's really sort of bright at nighttime. You can't see dark colours during the day, but at nighttime they turn up really nicely because it's like super bright. So I always have to be careful that I'm not making everything too dark. I'm gonna have a 5-minute break, but be right back. I'm gonna look for that piece of artwork that I was talking about. BRB. Right, I swear I'm on a break, but I found the artwork, so I have to show you. It is... okay, so this is the one I'm working on just now, but then I realised it kind of looks like this one. And that's the one that is owned by Yuji Naka. What year did I do this in? 2011. Wow, 2011. But yeah, it's kind of the same thing I'm going for, because I want to have like swooshy yellow light underneath. This one's going to be a power loop instead of just like sparkles. But this one I done with pens. This is like traditional art. It looks really like scuffy when you zoom in on it too much. Yeah, see what I mean? I used to draw Knights from Reala with eyebrows. I still kind of do, to be honest, but I became very aware that official Knights is drawn with like very like expressive upper eyelids, and I found a way to use that instead of eyebrows instead. So I try to get into the habit now of doing it. But also, when I was looking for that picture, this one, I also found this one. How old is this? This is from... oh god, there's not even a date on it, it's so old. This was like 2007 or something? I think, yeah, it might have been 2004. I drew that before See, recurve. Sorry, I'm not paying enough attention to chat. I'm just like blah 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 blah. Yeah, this was from like 2004 or 5 because it was before Journey of Dreams, and this is also done with pen because I was crazy, and I always used to be known for everyone having shiny butts. And look, Reala's ass looks so weird now, but it's pretty funny because I have a copy of this image, and Izuka-san signed this particular area. So I have like a piece of my artwork signed by Takeshi Izuka with Reala's butt. So yeah, those that have NiGHTS G.O.D coat on, no. But I actually, NiGHTS G.O.D waistcoat was kind of similar to the way that I would draw UV NiGHTS before NiGHTS got redesigned, to be honest, because it had like the epaulets and the buttons and stuff. So my UV NiGHTS cosplay kind of has a similar G.O.D vibe, which was a weird coincidence, but that was cool. Never did take any like modern photographs, close-ups of my UV NiGHTS cosplay, like the detailing I put onto the shoulders. I actually drew like little embossed pictures of the Engelbaum and stuff on them. It's pretty crazy. First visited my website around 2006. Wow. Yeah, and this has orange in it as well. This is very rubbish resolution, but you can see orange with one of the birds. Because in Engelbaum's origin story, back before Journey of Dreams, a lot of stuff was like on my website. It was all just like all my fanfiction that I inflicted upon people, and there were 3 birds that were the afterlife spirits of Huion, who else? Freud, and someone called Frederick Holtz, who was also like a dream psychologist. And in my fanfiction, their spirits took the form of these like 3 bluebirds that would guard the Engelbaum tree, and that's what that bird is there. I actually kind of like took, well, I might I still kind of have that same sort of idea that I shifted across from my fanfiction into Engelbaum, but they're not like bluebirds anymore. They're these weird like let me try to draw one for you. They kind of look like this. They're bird snakes and they have like wings like that. It's a bird snake. Which is from a dream that I had about weird bird snake creatures. The way that I used to draw smoke and clouds and stuff was very like from Richard Elson's art back in the day. That I grew up trying to always like base my style on Sonic the Comic artwork, and I learned how to draw rocks and clouds and like stars and stuff from Fleetway Sonic the Comic. So that's why my smoky stuff always has that weird sort of like background shading back layer to it. I have to say though, I've not seen this art for ages, right? But I still really like this part here, like the torches and his chair. That's pretty cool, actually. I don't think I could even do that now if I tried. Yeah, Richard Elson is very cool. When I was a kid, like when I was about 13 or something, I made this little... Actually, no, I was maybe 14. I made this little clay model of Knuckles holding a Chaos Emerald. Like, it was an actual little emerald, and I remember I spent so long on it, and I sent it to him. And years later, he thanked me for it, and he said that he would just throw it at his wife, his kid or something. I was like, yeah, I made a projectile. So yeah, that's my funny memory of Richard Elson. I got to meet him at a comic convention years ago, briefly, in England, and it was one of those kind of things where I'd wanted to meet Richard Elson for years, because he was just like my art idol, and when I actually got to meet him, I didn't know what to say to him. Like, it feels like I totally wasted the opportunity to just say like, thank you for so much of my art style growing up, you know? I think it's kind of cool how art styles, I mean, I tried to talk about this in my comic, but art styles are sort of like a DNA that get passed down, like, artist to artist, and we all sort of take bits of everyone else's little quirks that they put into their art. And even years later, when an artist changes their style, there'll be other people who took parts of their style and it becomes their style, and then someone else learns from them and so forth. So it's like this amazing sort of line of just observations that people make. And it's nice. It's like, even when artists pass away, their art still lives on for other artists. It's nice. That was that was very deep. I'm supposed to be on a break, and I'm not, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, he's your art grandpa. I liked all of the artists in Sonic the Comic for different reasons. Like, Nigel Dobbin, I loved his art so much, and he was a really good friend of mine, and his style was just gorgeous, and I think I got a lot of how I paint the white edges on characters, like my highlights, I definitely got from Nigel. And the way that he used like traditional paints to do everything. I've got one of his pages that still to this day needs, yeah, he drew all the really cool Knuckles comics. I really need to frame the original page that I've got of his. It's the one where Knuckles is wearing a green poncho and he's walking through the sand. It looks really cool, and I own it, and I need to get it framed, but it's a really kind of awkward page size, so I need to find a frame that fits it. Yeah, Nigel was the man. He was so cool. He came up to me once at a Sonic convention and he goes, "Oh, you know what I really like about your artwork?" And I'm like, "Oh, what?" And he's like, "It always looks like you paint with light." And I was like, "Man, don't say that to me, I'm gonna cry." He was like my art god as well. There was just like so many people who were just like senpais, you know, just like all the senpais noticed my art, and I have no idea why to this day, but I feel very, very lucky. Yeah, definitely imagine the Unisti moment. I kind of wanted to just like scream under the table and just be like, ah! I've got a photograph of me and Nigel somewhere. It's really nice. Yeah, I've got a few nice things that I want to frame. I've got like a really cool IDW, you know, the Trip and Knuckles IDW comic that came out. I have like a really amazing gallery quality print from Mark Hughes. He gave me it at the Sonic convention that I went to, and it's so cool and it's massive. And I used to have the box art that it was based on my wall when I was like 12 or something, and I still have the poster. So now I have like an updated cool version, the IDW cover, and I want to get that framed for the room as well. I actually don't have many things framed. It's weird. I'm one of those kind of artists that used to just like make terrible decisions and use like blue tack and sellotape and stuff to stick stuff to my walls when I was younger. I used to have like no space in my room. It was all like cut out bits of comics and magazines and any poster I could find. It was just like stuck to every available surface. Yeah, blue tack is great until you find your art or whatever years later and it's just got these big like stains at the corner, and it rips all the paper off as well. So yeah, that's the thing. Frames, you need to be able to put nails in the wall, and I'm actually less scared about damaging the wall and more about accidentally going through like an electrical cable behind the wall or something. See you there! It was so cool seeing you here, talking about all the old Engelbaum Knights fandom stuff. Thank you for coming along. Sorry about all the drama at the start. It wasn't intentional. Oh, 3M strips. Yeah, people keep telling, right, thank you for mentioning that, because people keep telling me to get those. You know how they're like, you don't have to nail anything, you can just stick those to doors and stuff. I was going to get some of those for my cupboard because I have lots of like chokers and heavy like necklaces and stuff, and all of the hooks behind my door, all of the strips just keep like falling off, so I was going to get 3M ones. Because one night I was in bed and there was this huge crash and all of my jewellery that I hang to the back of my closet had just like fallen off the door. I don't really want that to happen again. I just realised actually it's like gone midnight, but I'm gonna keep... I've got to do the very rough shading just so I remember next stream to pick it back up again, what I was aiming for. I'll just do it really quickly. Okay, at this point this should be higher, so this should start moving that way. That part should be right there. I keep feeling like I'm gonna sneeze. I'm like backing up, like. Wow. That's bad timing. I'm starting to get an ocular migraine. I can't see what I'm drawing. All I can see is little disco lights. It's amazing. It's like, why can't I see my cursor? Oh, migraine. Here we go. Probably because I got stressed out earlier. I don't know if you ever get ocular migraines, but it's like the worst. Just this like disco squiggles in your eye. Man, I've like tried my best with the stream and everything is like out to get me, including my own brain, unfortunately. I officially can't actually see what I'm drawing anymore, so I'm gonna stop there in case I ruin it. I am going to save. I already saved. I'll pause that. Let's go chat mode. Okay, since I am currently losing my eyesight due to a migraine, and the fact that it is actually 12 at night, and everyone else is probably trying to sleep, I'm going to say thank you very much for rejoining the stream if you were here earlier when it all just you know, I can't even describe it. I am going to be doing another stream to continue this picture, provided it lets me continue the Curse of Reala sometime next week. Well, this week since it's Monday now. And I will make my schedule tomorrow, and I'll be doing a double patron stream since I had to cancel my stream yesterday since I was lost in the YouTube sauce. So thank you everyone. I'm sorry I can't actually read what any of you are saying right now because my eyesight has gone so bad. I've never actually had a migraine on stream before, so this is bad. Thank you. Love you guys. Have a nice rest of the day. Sweet dreams, etc. I'll see you soon.